everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we are jumping right into Mingyu's boyfriend reading. Let's see what type of boyfriend he will be. So let's jump right into his reading and let's see what type of boyfriend will Mingyu be. The general energy that we have for him is the spider and the crow, which is an earth and an air element, meaning that he is a type of person that will want to have a very stable relationship and one where he can easily communicate and have an exchange of intellects, meaning communication will be very important, as well as the ideas and thoughts that go in between both people. He also seems to have all about networking. The spider is a sign of what I see, like creating a web, like the big web out there. And you can think of the internet, but I was thinking more as in having special connections and building bridges with people. And they're supposed to be very stable, as we have the earth element here. Also with the spider, I'm getting that he wants to have a very solid foundation with his partner. He wants someone that he can easily trust and someone that he can find stability with. He will also be someone that is stable himself, so it's kind of the whole thing of like the things that he has to offer, he's kind of expecting that from his partner as well. Also with that spider, it feels like he wants to build something with his partner, so he will probably leave room to have that possibility happen. There's also this sense of he will be a partner that is going to be very delicate, very gentle with his partner, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he will be a very strong individual. Now let's talk about the crow. The crow is supposed to be an animal that guides you through very dark moments or through the unknown. So I do believe that Mingyu will be a very good partner for those people that tend to be broody or tend to have a lot of sad episodes was the best words I could come up with, but people that tend to go to the gutter very quickly. Gutter not in a nasty way, I mean as in like they get stuck in their own slum. Let's just call it stagnant energy. Mingyu is the type of partner that is very good at helping people get out of that moment, or he's very good at just going through those vibes, if you want to put it that way. He's a type of partner that will stick through thick and thin with his partner. So he will do his best to always be there and always be the support necessary. He will speak it out as well. So he will be the type that would like to have conversations with his partner to figure out what the issue is and figure out what the problem is. He's also the type of partner that will not only say how they feel, he will also be very good at listening to his partner about their issues. So he strikes me as someone that is not afraid of the dark. Let's put it that way. He's not afraid of difficult moments. He's not afraid of the unknown. He's not afraid of having to go through the deepest, darkest sides of people. He's not afraid of none of that. So he will be a type of partner that is stupidly loyal and is pretty stable and very gentle. Gentle is one of the big things with Mingyu. Also, I wanted to point out that there's a lot of color here, and that symbolizes that he's pretty aligned within himself, and because of that he has the ability to be able to go through the dark moments of other people's lives. So he's that type of person as well as boyfriend. Now let's look at his other cards. We have Raziel, Angel of Mysteries, so I guess that explains why Mingyu will be good with going through the dark side, the unknown, and mysteries, right? When people start going in depth within themselves and they start, reaching those parts in themselves that they can't see, Mingyu is the type of person that is not afraid of digging deeper and getting that knowledge. Here, the feathers kind of look like paper to me, so that kind of shows that he's very good at not documenting as in like he has a diary where he writes stuff. No, it's just that Mingyu seems to be someone that is very good at remembering those little details that other people may miss, and that's why I don't think Mingyu is afraid of trying to uncover a mystery or going through the unknown or stuff like that. He strikes me as someone that is okay jumping into the unknown. It could be all his Aries energy that is like perfectly fine with just jumping right into something and just learning as you go. The other thing that he has is we have the Angel of Sky. So that tells me that Mingyu is someone that is usually very optimistic, and he will be the type of boyfriend that will continue bringing that to his partner. He will also try to see how to improve or how to encourage his partner to become the best version of themselves. With the Angel of Sky, I'm getting the energy of someone that is looking towards, looking up, trying to reach higher, trying to set very ambitious goals, and someone that is constantly trying to improve themselves. So I do feel that Mingyu may have that for himself, and he just wants his partner to also improve and become better, right? To not be satisfied with what they have and always go above and beyond. Let's think about the sky, right? And you'll think of vast possibilities of things that can be accomplished, and it also makes me think of clouds and how we have this belief that clouds are fluffy, but in reality clouds is just fog. So I do feel that this could lead to Mingyu being a little bit of like a blind optimistic person. So he will be the type of boyfriend that, it could be very good at trying to encourage his partner, but he could also sometimes neglect the fact that things are not going well. Because for Mingyu, he seems to be so optimistic that to him, things are not bad. They're just a moment of difficulty, but not bad, if that makes sense. So he will be the type of boyfriend that will not give up easily if difficulties arise. He will not see it as something bad or hurtful or toxic. He will just see it as this person's just growing and going through it, riding the emotions, going with the flow and all of that. We also have the Angel of Song, so this tells me that Mingyu will be someone that communicates through music, or he is someone that values music a lot. With the Angel of Song, I'm getting the sense of having a very pleasant way of communicating his thoughts and his ideas. So maybe he'll make a playlist for his partner, or he will just write a song for his partner, or he will just identify with lyrics and songs in a way as like, okay, let me put it together with the Angel of Mysteries. Remember how I mentioned with all of that paper that Mingyu kind of struck me as someone that is able to keep tabs, or is very good at not writing down information, because I don't think he writes it down necessarily. He just remembers it, so he jots it down like a mental note. So putting both of these cards together, it kind of strikes me that Mingyu will be the person that, as I mentioned, doesn't write down his ideas, doesn't really write down the memories and details that he thinks it's important. He kind of engraves them through the memories of songs. What I mean by that is that maybe he has a song that reminds him of a certain memory of his past, or he has songs that he connects to past relationships or people that he likes, or it could be the relationship he has with his family, with his friends, like, oh, this song reminds me of a moment that I had with this person, or this other song is now will mark how I felt with this memory with this other person. So these two cards kind of strike me as that's the way that Mingyu uses music with his relationships, and that's kind of how he will remember his partners as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he will like to share with his partner the music that he likes, and what that means to him will slowly be revealed to his partner. Now let's look at the tarot cards and see what's up with Mingyu. So we have the Queen of Swords, and the back of the Queen of Swords is to us, and there's a heart right here, caged. Yes, it is caged. So the Queen of Swords is Aquarius energy, meaning that Mingyu will be an individual that likes to learn a lot of new things, be innovative, progressive. So the whole thing of trying to constantly improve himself, as we saw right here, is going to be very important with his partnerships. He'll be a type of boyfriend that will constantly adapt and change and try to be the best version of himself to his partner. And again, he expects the same from whoever he's with. he wants a person to also improve and to grow and become better, to not limit themselves to one thing. If they're comfortable in that space, that's perfectly fine, but there's always room for improvement, there's always change, and that's why he wants a partner that is ready for that change whenever that happens. And when I mean ready, I don't mean that the earthy way of preparing yourself, which is, doing research and having everything figured out and planned. It's more of a fiery or airy type of preparation, which is all about just mentally being ready for change and action wise being ready for that change as well. Also, with his Queen of Swords, it tells me that Mingyu is someone that guards his heart a lot, so he doesn't open up too much to other people. Even though it may seem like he doesn't. We also have water and air right here, so emotionally he tries to not feel, or he tries to not share it with other people, even though his method of communicating that emotion is not necessarily expressing it physically. It will be more of expressing it vocally. So he will say how he feels, he will express how he feels through speech or art or any other form of communication, but he wouldn't really just use his body language to express that. He may hold that one last. He will show how he feels much later. And it also strikes me that Mingyu is a very assertive partner, so he's very good at just saying, this is what I want, this is not what I want. And he's also the type of boyfriend that values communication, so he will look at the little details of his partner, and he will be able to tell from the tone or from the timbre of his partner's voice what his partner wants. We also have the Five of Wands, which is it's Saturn in Leo, meaning that there's this sense of fighting and restriction and limitation within expressing yourself freely. So I do feel that Mingyu is a type of boyfriend that kind of struggles a little bit with showing that side of himself. He struggles to just shine very brightly for his partner. He's full of confidence, that's definitely right, and with that fighting, it does feel that he will. I'm getting that he will fight for his partner, of course, but also the sense of he's a type of boyfriend that will do his best to not put himself too out there or under the spotlight to protect his partner. So those people that get in trouble, and because of the troubles that they're in, it hurts the people around them. Mingyu strikes me as a type that will avoid that at all costs. So he knows that being under the spotlight, he attracts a lot of attention. A lot of people are ready to jump in and fight whenever they can, and because of that, Mingyu is a type of boyfriend that will do his best to not only protect his partner, but also do the best that he can to make sure that the spotlight that he's under is a good light and doesn't carry a very bad shadow. And what I mean by a bad shadow, I mean like baggage. I mean, a tale that people just want to uncover and be like, this is, let me expose all of these things about you. He wants to make sure that there's no difficulties that his partner will go through because of him. The last card that we have is the Six of Pentacles, meaning balance and equal give and take, which is something that we have seen consistently throughout Mingyu's reading. He's the type of boyfriend that will give us certain some things to his partner, and he's expecting the same thing. We also have the Moon in Taurus, so this tells me that Mingyu is very tolerant, very persistent, and very stubborn sometimes. So I do feel, again, this whole thing of the emotional aspect is the last thing Mingyu's partner will get from him. What I mean by that is that that's the hardest thing to uncover from him. That's the most difficult thing that Mingyu gives away to his partners. And the fact that the Six of Pentacles is reversed tells me that he's not expecting that full-on commitment from his partner right away. What I mean by that is that so when Mingyu expresses and opens up this emotional and vulnerable side of himself to his partner, he will do that without expecting nothing in return. Because I feel that when Mingyu reaches that point, he has already done all the background checks, or this person has earned his trust already, and he's expecting nothing in return at that point. He's like, I'm just giving all of me to you, and I'm not expecting you to do the same necessarily. Because by then, Mingyu trusts that this person is someone he can rely on and someone that he can open up to. But I'm also getting with this Six of Pentacles that Mingyu doesn't really rely too much on material things for his partnership. So he understands the value of it, so he will give things to his partner. But I do feel that with that Taurus energy, he's more about food, he's more about actions, he's more about words. So, his love language will be more like words, I guess. And I don't know what the other love language is, but when your actions speak louder than your words sometimes, that's the other love language thing for Mingyu. So I'll leave that there. There was a lot of things to say for Mingyu, but it seems very straightforward. He's very guarded. He's not going to open up too quickly to his partner, but when he does, is because he's ready to give everything to his partner. He doesn't want to hurt the person he's with, and there's this sense of, staying very, very loyal to his partner. He is a type of person that will stick through thick and thin with his partner. He will do his best to stay super loyal and support them through anything and stay optimistic. And I think Mingyu will also really appreciate whoever his partner is to just open up and just show, these are my vulnerabilities, because that will definitely help Mingyu to slowly do the same. So yeah, with all of that said, thank you to everyone that watched this video. I hope you liked it, I hope you love it, and I will see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. So love and healing for my part to you, and